Morning, fella.
Morning, other fella.
I'm not sure I can get used to this watch vibrating thing. When the phone rings. Does your watch vibrate when your phone rings?
No, I have mine switched off for that.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh,
There's too many. When you have headphones on and the phone and the watch, there's just too many. There's too many announcements. Someone's ringing you.
Have you got that thing set? See, I try and you can switch this off on the Mac because you can say when you get a phone call, just don't send it to the laptop. Because when I used to have, I had my watch, my phone, the laptop, and I think we had an iPad in the other room, and everything would go off at the same time.
Yeah.
Just when one person was calling, I had to turn all that crap off. It's like
too much.
Apple, all the things, all the time is not how I want to live my life when trying to be contacted by someone.
There are little small things like that are so funny. Like I set my alarm this morning for 8 o'clock. I don't know why I did. I think it was just like, memory muscle. Set my alarm. I haven't set an alarm the whole time while we've been in lockdown. And I've got that song, Lovely Day, you just got paid, lovely day, whatever that is, right?
It doesn't say it just got paid.
It is, actually. Actually, it does.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Doesn't say just got paid. Lovely day, lovely day.
Those words are in that, but maybe not in that exact order. But there is definitely just got paid.
You carry on with the story. I'm looking it up.
So that alarm goes off. Now, last night I remember consciously checking my volume, so it was at its minimum, right? And then saved alarm. And I'm telling you, it went off today, maximum volume. And I'm like, what's the setting? What is the setting for this? Because my phone was on minimum and it just decided to go. And I mean, it woke me up for a second and I switched it off. But then I had to deal with the wrath of Pamela, who rolled over like a troll from under a bridge and went, what have you put that alarm on for? And I was like, chill out, love. Stop breathing on me. Jesus.
Actually, it's funny you had an alarm story because I have an alarm story as well this morning. At 5:45 this morning, someone's alarm goes off somewhere. And it's that kind of thing, when it wakes you up and you're like, well, this is what you think. Because you wake up and you're like, is that the fridge breaking? Is that the freezer breaking?
Yeah.
That's certainly not the fire alarm. Yeah, oh no, that's off now. Our freezer is running like something that runs very well.
Shout out to that lady in Spain who made a video. Can't remember her name.
Yeah, little Spanish lady. That's what that's all she'll get from us.
Yeah.
So it was this like and it went on for like 5 minutes, and it sounded like it must have been coming from upstairs, and they'd left the phone on the floor. And obviously, because we have no insulation between the two flats, they've done that. What irritates me is it went on for like 5 minutes.
Oh, there's no need.
No one picked it up.
Oh,
right. And I'm like, that's annoying. So whoever set the alarm for 5:45 is not getting up at 5:45.
So
and then it stops, and then we go, oh, that's all fine. Maybe they found it, and then it started again.
No.
5 minutes later as a reminder. And see, that's why I hate people that make noise.
Yeah.
Because people that generally make noise, when they sleep, it's like they might as well be dead.
Yeah.
And sometimes I wish they just didn't wake up.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you know what?
We are 3.5 minutes into this show and Ryan has wished a human being dead. Well, that's got to be a record for the show.
You know, if you're going to be noisy, like, and actually it brought up a conversation between me and Yasmin. It's like, and what we were talking about yesterday as well, it's like, people who are noisy, I don't think are aware that they're noisy. They're so in their own bubble of noise, they have no idea that other stuff is going on. And when they go to sleep, everything, like, they don't understand noise that's louder than them, if you know what I mean. It's like nothing affects them. So a fire alarm could go off and they're like, oh, I didn't hear it go off. And I'm like, yes, we all heard it go off. Whereas I, on the other hand, I can hear a mouse fart in the street next along. I'm like, it's like, I'm awake. It's like, what was that?
Why is that mouse? What's it doing? It must be out here to get me.
Oh, that mouse farted and it dropped a pin. Oh, God damn it. You know?
Yeah.
And it's, and that's how I sleep.
Well, I'm with you.
Constantly on edge.
I mean, yeah. Well, we might as well just crack on with noisy people then. So, yeah, we'll break this into two.
By the way, before you start on that,
yeah,
the words just got paid and not in the lyrics to Lovely Day by Bill Withers.
Oh, I'm not singing that. I'm not singing that song. What are you singing?
You're Lovely
Oh,
Day. Lovely
sorry,
Day,
I'm not
Lovely
singing the
Day.
original song. That maybe I should have caveated that at the beginning. I wasn't.
Oh,
I was
what-
singing the R&B version of it. I don't know what's it called.
Sunshine by Twister.
Yeah, that one. That's the one I'm singing.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I reckon if you think I'm singing a song from an original artist back in the day, because this actually
Yeah.
happens quite a bit, where we talk about a song and then he goes, "Oh, that was from Stevie Coogan back in 1975." I'm like, "Nah, I'm listening to the 2001 version by some fucking shit pop band."
By Blue.
Yeah, so that I was singing the Twister version, which does have the words "just got paid."
The funny thing is, I don't even know who Twister is.
There you go. That song was in a. I don't listen to that music. That is like just so we can get a vibe of what I listen to.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to a bit of hip hop. I'm a Jurassic 5, Dilated Peoples guy, but then I'm also punk indie stuff. So like yesterday, I spent the day working listening to Millencolin and Goldfinger. I haven't listened to those guys in ages. Great bands. So that's my vibe. But I also pick up on real dog shit music every now and then. So. There was this
blame Pamela.
There was definitely there was this window where like there was certain little pop songs come in little clusters, and for me that one was out sometime around the same time as
I know
Natasha
what year it's-
Bedingfield. There was that one song by Natasha Bedingfield. And like whenever I hear those songs, they're like my summer of '69. They just remind me of an era.
Well, I have to tell you, it was summer of 2004.
There you go. The summer of 2004.
2004. Okay, well, hang on. So, and she did the album Unwritten in 2004. Yeah.
Unwritten. Yes.
And that Twister came out in 2004 as well. The original came out in 1977.
By the way, if you could see what I'm wearing right now while we're talking about this.
I bet it's pink.
Just for the record. Well, it is pink, yeah. Look at this. I'm just showing the folks, all right? What do you think?
Oh, gee, hang on, wait, hang on a minute. If you're wearing pink, I'm wearing yellow, this podcast is going to look like some kind of Brandenburg cake. You know, those. The Battenberg? Is it Brandenburg?
It was
Battenberg cake?
Battenberg. I'm going to send
Brandenburg?
I'm just going to
Brandenburg's a
send
place
you
in
this.
Germany, isn't it?
It could be, yes. It could be very well. Brandon.
Oh no, is it
Brandenburgen.
Brandenburg?
It's definitely Battenberg is the thing you're
It's
looking for.
Battenberg cake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
we definitely look like a Battenberg cake.
I've just sent
And
you a picture of what I'm wearing.
Okay.
Tell me what you get.
Brandenburg Gate is a place in Germany.
Oh, there you go.
No, we don't look like the Brandenburg Gate. We look like a Battenberg
Like
cake.
a Battenberg, Brandenburg
right.
Gate and Battenberg cakes. That's the title of this episode, folks.
Oh my god, that is.
So
Hang on, wait. We are 8 minutes 34 in. Oh, hang on. We don't need to show it because people can see you.
Yeah.
They're not just looking at me.
Yeah.
I forget these things. Do they have rights to use SpongeBob and a Teddy?
well, it's Teddy Fresh gear. So basically,
Oh yeah, say that so we can tag them.
yeah, Teddy Fresh. And yeah, H3H3. If you listen to that podcast, it's basically their gear. I bought Pamela a jumper for her birthday, and it was such incredible quality, like really, really good, that she decided to buy me an entire outfit. So now,
So what are the trousers like?
the trousers
Trousers.
they're the same, but they're just like
trousers.
they're like 4 or 5 panels or
same colour?
No, different colors. It's honest to God, it looks ridiculous. I look like a kid, like a mat,
You know you
a mat
look like
that would lie in a
Timmy
kid's.
Mallet.
Yeah, yeah, little bit. Very 90s,
Whack-a-day
very
with
90s to
Dillon.
be on, or 80s, late 80s.
Yeah. Or is
Early
that
90s.
back in now?
Don't know, but I'm wearing it and it's comfortable as hell. So,
Okay. Loud people.
all the noisy people.
Hmm.
Okay, just tweaking a mic.
As long as it's not your nipples.
Yeah, noisy people. Now, I had to say to Pamela the other day, I was like, can you hear me doing the podcast from outside? And she goes, yeah. I was like, all right. Right, okay. I was like, can you just, if I'm screaming and shouting really loud, can you just stick your head up and just give me that look that's like, nah, buddy.
Shut up.
Everyone can hear you.
Yeah.
Because I thought I'd insulated it all pretty well, but I'm a very loud human being. But I'm also just just made up a word. I'm also very aware.
Did Apple autocorrect your own voice?
Yeah. Jesus.
Never use that word.
Also,
Nah, fine.
what was that word I sent you the other day that Apple auto-corrected? Tried to write the word obviously, and it just wrote osperverly. And then I Google searched it to see, is that a
Doesn't
word?
exist.
And it's like, this word doesn't exist. Went to the dictionary, went to Urban Dictionary, didn't exist. Apple, why did you auto-correct me to that word? It's not something I've written. It's not a real word. But noisy people. So I am one of those noisy people, but also very aware of when there's other people around. Like if I'm in my house and I'm in my room and I'm talking, or like in the studio and I'm on the phone to someone, I'm that guy that someone's like, is that dude on the phone again? Dear help the world. But that's because I forget. As far as I'm concerned, I'm in my room. No one can hear. Now I'm pretty sure,
because you've closed the doors.
Yeah. I'm like Yasmin. Yeah, I'm like, sure, I'm in another room here screaming. How can you possibly hear this?
Oh no, she's at the gym down the road. Still hear her on the podcast.
Yeah. Can you imagine people when she does those park workouts and there's people that live near the park and she's like, and one, and two. Well, I'm not sure she does that. She's not an aerobics instructor, but
Yasmin, we went into the gym she used to train at or teach at as well, does classes. Yeah, I was having PT with one of our friends there. We walked into the gym and he's like, "Can you hear that?" And you can hear Yasmin, and she's 4 freaking rooms back in one of the gyms shouting above the music, and I hear her as I walk through the front door of the gym. And Jamil, our friend, was like, "It's nuts, isn't it?" And I say, "You don't have to live with this."
Yeah. Jesus.
You know? She shouts at me when we're in bed.
I bet she does.
Literally right next to my ear, and she's going, "Hey Ryan, do you know what this thing?" And I'm like, "I am 2 inches away from you.
Yeah.
No need to shout."
Yeah. Oh,
and
dude.
she doesn't have an off switch.
No, I'm very much like her though, because when you say things like that, Pamela's like, I'm like, that's like Pamela with me. She's like, why you scream? Why you scream at me? And I'm like, am I?
Why scream?
Yeah, am I screaming? But so I'm pretty sure like this is a roof space office, right? And I'm like, wonder what the insulation's like between my roof space and the people's roof space attached to me. It's a roof space. I'm pretty sure there's nothing.
Oh, it would just be brick, probably. Yeah.
If that. So I'm like, I wonder if that's
probably just plasterboard.
Yeah, I wonder if it just goes right through the roof, straight into the rooms upstairs, and they're like, "Oh, that dude's recording a podcast again." Oh my goodness.
What is theirs a roof though, or is it a converted roof?
No, theirs is just a roof. So hopefully it's.
Oh, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, wow.
So it's
that's
only,
what
it's
I'm
only
going
the people
with.
they've got locked up.
Yeah,
In
exactly.
their roof.
Exactly.
It's only their mutated child that they have.
Oh, jeez.
They've locked in their roof.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, have you not seen?
No.
Never mind.
Every now and then I see a hand come out the chimney though, trying to escape.
Exactly.
But
there you go.
So I'm very noisy in that situation. But like, see if I go outside, like into the garden, I'm very aware that I'm out there where there's other people, and that's where I tend to be. I think I tend to be more conscious and a bit more quiet. Like I'm always going, guys, can we just bring it down a bit? Just bring it down a little bit. Like whereas Pamela, she'll like she's pretty quiet generally, but then she'll like talk with the door open to the garden, like, and she'll the loudest thing possible, like just the loudest words, and it's always like if she's talking about something private or she's talking about bank details, or it's always something like that, and I'll be like, why you have to shout that so loud?
Yasmin does exactly the same.
She's
thing.
like, have you deposited that money into the bank? And you're like, what are you doing?
We'll be walking out the front door, and we'll bump into our neighbours or something, and Yasmin, and they'll be asking questions, doing all that utterly mindless, boring, idle chit chat.
Yeah.
And Yasmin goes, "Oh yeah, but so, we're going on holiday next week. We'll be away for 10 days."
Yeah.
And it's
left the key under the mat.
Shh. I was like, honey, can you not shout that we're going away for 10 days?
Yeah.
We have a lot of equipment in the house.
Yeah.
We've got an alarm and everything, and it's super safe, and we've got neighbours upstairs and everything. So, but the thing is, it's like, don't fricking tell people that, or don't, just shout it in front. Because our next door neighbours actually do have the key to our house, just in case, trouble, that kind of thing. But it's like, generally, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
So what's your...
You see, on the other hand, I'm super quiet. When I was on tour with my band, they'd sometimes think I was dead.
Well,
because I make no sound.
People probably still think that now, to be honest.
Well,
I've watched a few of the podcasts where you've just been like, and I'm like, is he collapsed in a minute? No, there he is. He's still breathing.
Yeah. Well, you know, this
Right
ticker
now.
is going.
Okay, go on.
Still
So
going.
band members thought you were
Oh,
dead.
no, that's it. No,
Oh,
I just
that's
thought I was like, because I just didn't make any noise at night. They'd literally wait and go, is he even breathing?
Yeah.
Whereas the rest of the band members, fucking, where was mum mouth breather in there? Holy shit.
Well, you're...
Actually, back then, I wish I'd had these Bose headphones because it would have sorted everything out.
Yeah. Well, you're not a very... having travelled a lot with you, like a fair amount in the last few years, and stayed in rooms and stuff, you're not a very intrusive partner to travel with and be with. Not like that. But, you know what I mean? Oh, God.
Well, we do like to spoon, but aside from that, you know.
Yeah, being with you, it's not very intrusive. So, like I think back to, like, our flight to Canada, which I booked, all right? And he got so angry at because Ryan only flies gold pass, top of the range, like, gets fed.
That's
People
only
feed him
because...
for-
Yeah,
like-
but I travelled a lot for business, and so I cranked up a lot of air miles.
Yeah, where
That's
I
it.
said to him, let's go to Canada for a week. And then I was like, I'll look after the flights. And I was like, well, what's the cheapest we could do? Because we're paying for it with our own money. And I got us that was pretty good though. It was like 450 quid returned for both of us. And then it was like, have you ever watched Hotel Transylvania 3? Where there's like that troll, there's like this troll airline or something, Gremlin Airlines.
Oh, right.
And basically the plane's on fire the whole way. That's what it was. Shout out to Norwegian Air. Legends.
Yeah.
Booked.
We had to push it to get the plane started.
Get this. I booked, right? They asked when we were booking, do you want a window or aisle seat? And I was like, oh, definitely a window seat. 100% window seat, please. Booked a window seat. They gave me a window seat. Well, it was missing something. What was it missing?
It was kind of like, you know, the thing you look out
Oh,
of.
the fucking window. There was no window. It was just hard plastic. And I was like, where's the window gone? I didn't even know there was a seat on a plane with a window seat without a window. So
There are on normal planes. This wasn't a normal plane.
I got the worst of everything. I got crammed against a piece of plastic. But like it was very, very long distance budget effectively. He was like, the whole way, he was like, there's no Wi-Fi. The seats don't recline enough. What is this gruel they've given us? And it was a 7-hour flight.
It was, the issue was there was a whole load of inconsistencies with it where, like, I don't mind paying for a budget airline, but the thing is what they did was they go, oh, you've got a budget airline, you have to pay for Wi-Fi. Absolutely totally cool with that, no problem. You know, we paid like £150 to get on this flight, who cares?
Yeah.
But then what they do is go, oh, Wi-Fi, yeah, it's $20 whatever for the whole flight, brilliant. No freaking charger, like USB charger for your
that's
phone.
what it was, yeah.
So, like, you go, okay, great, that's fine. So I'm not allowed, I can pay extra for Wi-Fi, but I can't actually charge my phone or keep it charged.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, and then it was just loads of things like that. It's like, I don't mind, but can we have one? And they didn't have TVs. It's like, if I had no Wi-Fi, can we at least have a TV? Even if it was just like, you've got a choice of 2 films.
Yeah.
Or, you know, or really limited choice, fine. But it was like, there was nothing of anything.
No,
and then you had to pay for food as well, which is fine. But again, like...
No, but didn't we get a meal for free?
Well, you
chicken in a
call it
bag or
that.
something? Honest to God.
Still alive.
I was just stoked.
They just
I was
took
like,
it out of the freaking...
I just assumed we get food. He was like, you're not going to get food in this flight. I was like, no, I will. And then they brought this gruel out. It was actually all right. It was all right.
Yeah.
All right. It was.
To be fair, at this point, it was hungry.
It was what it was.
Well,
But it was annoying. Like they made you pay for the Wi-Fi, which again I'm okay with. But then the Wi-Fi was utter dog eggs,
yeah.
wasn't it? It was like, how much
Yeah,
for the
it was
Wi-Fi?
shit, yeah.
Well, you can pay £5 for the basic or £10 for the premium. I just paid £10 for the premium. Cool. There it is.
Yeah.
What's the premium like? It's equally as dogs as the rest. In fact,
And
possibly more eggs.
luckily, you had your battery charger thing, so we were sharing the battery charger. Because I assumed getting on a plane, because most of them that I get on now, even in the economy, have a USB charger.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah. But I've been
I
super
don't.
indulged.
I don't.
In the last few
Yeah.
years, so you know, it was a. I don't mind traveling cheap. It's just I wasn't expecting it to be that bad.
Yeah.
You know?
Whereas I'm always like, do you know what? I'll just deal with a shit flight, and I'd rather have the money to save. But now, as I've got older, I've started to be like, do you know, is it maybe worth just a little bit better? Like, and I'm not going to go and pay for business class, but I might.
No,
I might avoid.
that's not worth
I might
it.
avoid
Yeah.
things like stopovers, things like that, where I can just go. Just take me take me directly to your dealer.
The thing is, they're really dodgy now. Like even like British Airways, when you book a flight, it goes, oh, it's £100 or whatever to kind of Belfast or whatever it is, and you're like, oh, okay, cool. And then you go through it, and it goes, yeah, that's £100 if you just want to get on the plane. With like,
if you just want to see the plane
with no clothes on, you know, and you're like, oh, okay, fair enough. And then
like the beginning of PUBG. It's basically if you pitch up in just your underpants, you can get on for £100. But in the minute you lift anything up, can I bring a magazine? £101. What about these mints? £102. Oh, shit, the bed.
Oh, you want to go to the toilet? £110.
£110.
Yeah.
Number 2, £125. Oh, okay.
And I would rather, like, when they book these flights, it's just like, it is... I'd rather than, like, if it was a difference between... Because, when you have a bag, you want to take a bag on in Europe, it's like, it's £100 or it's £150 if you want to take a bag. I'm like, charge me £180 and just tell me I'm going there and back. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's like, and that really bugs me. I don't like it all being broken down.
The bag thing
is stupid, man.
But do you know what it is? It's like, as travel's become more common, now it's like this, it's become...
Not anymore.
Not at all. Now it's actually like pure legit. You need a private helicopter. But like I was supposed to be going to Toronto. I'm supposed to be in Vancouver right now.
I know you keep on telling everyone.
Got
FFS.
it. But glad I didn't go because of dog shit weather. But I had booked that flight, right? And Pamela's like my travel agent. I was like, would you get me booked on? She got all the flights organized, and then she was like, it's going to cost this much. As I get result, it was something ridiculous, like £490 from here to Toronto to Vancouver to Newark, and Newark back here. And I was like, result, that's cool. And she goes, do you want me to book it? I was like, yeah, that sounds great. She goes, that is without a check-in bag. And I was like, how much is it with the check-in bag? She goes, it's going to be an extra £300 for a check-in bag. £300. I was like, I will squeeze it all into my backpack. I was away for like 2.5 weeks. And she was like, really? I was like, yep. I will literally find a way to get everything into one bag. She's like, okay. I was like, one pair of trousers, one hoodie, a bunch of t-shirts, a load of new pairs of underpants. Worst case scenario, I'll use shops in Canada. They have shops. And then I'll burn all the clothes at the end. Ridiculous. I'm not paying £300, to carry that stuff. It's just absolutely ridiculous.
What's bullshit about it is the whole, because it's all to do with weight. So for example, if like, I think you should be charged by weight of your entire weight. So when you turn up with your family and your bags, that's how you'll pay. You'll get onto a scale, and that's how you're charged. So if you are unfortunate enough to be, let's say, a little overweight, you have to pay for that because it drags the weight of the plane. Equally, me being a skinny ass, but I want to bring my one wheel and all my camera gear and everything I own, I will then pay for that.
Yeah. And I think you should be able to, as a party, you should be able to have a collected weight. Like a prime example, when you and I went and we were coming back, I was like, say our maximum check-in bag was like 26 kilos. My bag was like 14 kilos. Yours was 29, and she was like, you have to pay for the excess. And I was like, can't you just take it off mine? Because I'm like 10 kilos less than I should be. She's like, it doesn't work like that. I'm like, could you make it work?
But do you know what pissed me off about that? Was that would have been fine, but on the way out, the woman looked at me and went, you want to put that in the hole?
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Just shove it. She just shove it on the plane. And I was like, oh, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Come back. And she's like, there's no way you can get down the plane. And then you look on the plane. Yeah. How many people were on that plane when we came back?
Hardly any.
There was like us and the pilot.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah. It was ridiculous. But that's that whole thing we've talked about.
And I missed my flight from Belfast to bloody the UK.
London. Yeah, because you had to get the check-in. That's right. But that was all. Yeah. That was a prime example of process over common sense. That idea that no one wants to be accountable. So it's like, well, the process says, and I'm like, that's cool if that's the process. But can we use process and then your brain, and then work it out and go, based on the process, I'm going to override it, because looking at the flight, it's only the 4 of you on it, and we've put you all next to the plastic window doesn't have a window seat. So do you know what we'll do? We can use a bit of common sense here. It's like when you go to the cinema and they group everyone together on one side of the cinema, and you're like, why? Oh, that's just the next one.
Well,
I'm like, no.
But that's the great thing, is now because of coronavirus, that will never happen again.
That's a good point. I hadn't thought about that, because the cinema did have that rule, didn't it? That's actually not bad. No one.
That did have that rule. What is that rule?
That rule at the beginning.
Did they used to tell you have to push everyone together?
No, at the beginning of this, before they closed cinemas, they were doing that social distancing. You had to be something like 2 rows and 5 seats away from other people.
were they? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Yeah.
I was like, oh, brilliant. Bring that rule in permanently, regardless of what's happening.
But that's what I'm quite looking forward to with this coronavirus. And it's really nice that we no longer have to be, everyone's going to have to be more spread out. That's awesome. I love that. But then there are shops, like I was seeing on the news the other day, that, like nice little cupcake coffee shop type things, just like family owned, or, a couple just running their business. And they're like, our shop isn't even 2 meters wide.
Yeah. She
said, we're going to suffer majorly because... Well, you can have literally 2 people in the whole shop sitting in there.
Oh, yeah, totally.
And that's the problem, is that you're going to have... It's going to be a nicer experience being in wherever you're in. Because, like, when you go to a pub, say the capacity's 200, it's going to be 50 now. Brilliant. No queues at the bar, lots of space, a lot quieter. Love that idea. But pints are going to be £4, 4 times more expensive.
Yeah.
And the food's going to be double the cost because they're going to have to make their money somewhere, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because now you've got a third... of the people in there. It's going to be very strange times,
Like for me, like I'm not hugely against that because I've always felt like I'd rather pay a bit more and have a better experience for things like
unless
that.
It's a flight to Toronto.
Unless it's a flight to Toronto, then just sellotape me to a wing and let's go, lads.
Just shove a live chicken in my mouth. I'll be fine. I can eat this for days. Jeez.
So this has been an episode where we're going to talk about noise and then we just didn't. Because do you know what?
No, we did.
Well, we did for a bit, but not
noise.
enough. I think we really did. But we make the rules here. We are the directors, the writers, the producers, the hosts, the editors, the social media team. Yeah, it's a lot, isn't it?
It is a lot. Ben,
merch coming soon.
Oh, merch coming soon. Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for listening. I guess thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next episode.
See you later, pals.
Jesus Christ.